Hi guys, welcome back, and in today's video with the new Easter update that came out, y'all know of it. We got 4 new pets released, the Eggies and a Candyfloss Chick, and the eggs were actually, you can able to get them in the new mini game that I am currently playing right now, and it's honestly pretty easy to get the eggs, to get the box that can unlock the eggs that are actually the pets, which is extremely weird. And Adopt Me never did an update like that, and it's pretty weird. But there is also another pet that came along with it, which was a Candyfloss Chick, and it's available for 600 Robux, and you can go get it right now actually. And it just came out, so they have pretty good value added onto them. So let's go ahead and see what their value is, because it just came out and many people will probably be willing to trade for it. So here is our first trade, and we're getting offered a rideable Candyfloss Chick. So the same thing, except ours is flyable, and I guess they're kind of giving us all of this just because ours is flyable and they want theirs to be flyable. So they're giving us a lot, honestly. The best thing here, I think they're basically giving us, is the Candyfloss Chick and then the legendary striped eggs. So these are actually all the eggs that came out in the update. And honestly, I'm gonna do this trade, even though we are losing the fly potion, we are getting a lot more, and ours is just a junior and their age is actually a teen, so theirs actually has more than ours does. And this is honestly a win, because just the first 2 that they're giving us, let alone those 2 pets, are better, and that's a win. So now we're gonna see what the value is for the Candyfloss Chick. Instead, it's just gonna be rideable instead of fly ride. So now for our first trade, I guess, basically, or our next trade, we're getting offered a neon rideable panda. And neon rideable pandas are extremely cool. They're a pretty good pet, like they're ultra rares and they're kind of common, so they are okay, but you could get a whole lot more for it. And then this is under, they would have to add quite a bit more, maybe like 2 more legendaries that are okay, but that trade is a lose. But now we're getting offered a Cobra, and automatically that trade, I'm going to decline this, because the Cobra is kind of like a common legendary that a lot of people have just kind of in their inventory, and that's not fair. And this pet just came out, so it has a lot more value than a Cobra does. But now we're getting a rideable Yule Log dog, and honestly, I haven't seen, oh, they're giving us a Cobra and a Yule Log dog, but that's still a lose because those 2 are little legendaries that don't have very good value. But now we're getting offered 3 normal hamsters, so those actually just came out as well, maybe like 2 or 1 week ago. And then they're giving us the striped egg and the eggs, but that is actually a lose because the hamsters are just the normal ones and they don't have good value, so that's a lose. But now we're getting offered a rideable they took it out and give us a flowery winged horse. So the winged horse has okay value, and then a fleur de lis, but they're taking it out. So they would actually have to add quite a bit for this trade to be fair, because the winged horse has less value than the Candyfloss Chick does, so that's a lose. But now we're getting offered a neon rideable wildfire hawk, and the hawk is actually just an ultra rare, even though it's extremely cool. Even when it's neon, it's cool. It's just an ultra rare, so a neon ultra rare that is okay for a new legendary that just came out is a lose, so that trade's under. But now we are getting offered a fly ride midnight dragon. So honestly, other than the first trade we got, this is probably the best trade if we got an offered, but this is actually a lose because the Candyfloss Chick has more value and you can get a little bit more, but they would honestly just have to add the tiniest bit more for this trade to be fair. They don't have to add that much, honestly, but currently you could get a little bit more, so that's a lose. But now we're getting offered a rideable crocodile. So the Candyfloss Chick is honestly in between a midnight dragon and a crocodile, because it's a little less than the crocodile. But so if we were to do this trade right now, we would be winning, but I'm not going to do it right now for the video. But if I were to come across this trade, then I would definitely do it, because that is going up in value, and then the crocodiles are not available, and you can go get a Candyfloss Chick right now. But now we are getting offered a rideable Cobra, and the same things. We got offered a Cobra, and then we got offered another legendary with the Cobra, so we can obviously get more, and this trade is a lose because they don't have good demand. But now we are getting offered a peacock, a no potion peacock, a no potion chimera, and also a no potion Baku. So just 3 legendaries that these are okay legendaries. They're not the best legendaries, but they're not the worst, honestly. So this trade, it's okay, but they would have to add maybe like a little bit more legendaries, so let's lose. Okay, but for our next trade, we're now getting offered a fly potion, and honestly, that's what we're missing for our chick right now. We just need this fly potion for it, but you can get this currently right now, the fly potion for 250 Robux, and then same for the chick, which is 600 and 150 because it's rideable. So that's 750 for 250, which isn't fair. But for our next trade, they're giving us a rideable Glacier Kitsune, and the Glacier Kitsune is an okay legendary. They're a pretty good legendary. They have more value than the normal Kitsune does, and they're a legendary that is okay, but the chick is currently up there with like the Bat Dragon and the Chocolate Chip Bat Dragon and the Shortcake Bat Dragon, so it's up there with the really good legendaries. So right now that trade is a lose. But now we're getting offered a fly ride Golden Griffin, and the Golden Griffins don't have very good value, nor does a normal Griffin. And honestly, even if this was a Diamond Griffin, it wouldn't do as much value because the Griffins in general don't have good value at all, so that trade is a lose. But now we are getting offered a fly ride winged horse, and we did get offered this already, the same exact thing, and if anything they added a little bit more, so we know we can get more for this. And then the winged horse has less demand than the chick does, so this trade is a lose. But now we are getting offered, I also had to switch servers because the other server wasn't doing us so good. But we're getting offered a rideable Yule Log Dog, and we're getting offered a Hawk. So the Hawk is an okay legendary. The Yule Dog is not the best, so the Hawk is the best thing they're giving us, and that's not bad. Hawks are pretty good, but if they were to give us like two more legendaries, two okay pretty good legendaries, then this trade would be about fair. But it's a lose because the Yule Dog doesn't do so much, and the Hawk isn't fair for the chick. But now we're getting a winged tiger, and this is honestly pretty good. It's not they would have to add a little bit more for it to be fair, and they need to maybe give us like two little legendaries, not even big legendaries, because the winged horse does do a lot of value, but they don't have as much currently as the chicks, so that trade is a lose. But now we are getting offered a deer, and the deer actually came out in the same egg as the hawk did, which was the woodland egg, and they're pretty decent pets. But the rest are giving us is kind of little add-ons, and then the deer honestly is kind of like a little add-on too, so they're not giving us much to offer for, so this trade is a lose. But now we are getting offered a fly ride robo dog and then a rideable polar bear. So honestly, the polar bear is better than the robo dog. They might, if anything, have the same value. You could trade them for each other, but the polar bear is the best thing here, and a polar bear for the new chick isn't fair at all, so this trade is a lose. But now we're getting offered a rhino. Oh, okay, so we're getting offered kind of old pets. Like the polar bear came out in 2019, and the rhino is also an extremely old pet, but they took it out and they added it back. But the rhino is just the rare, so it doesn't have as much value as a legendary that just came out does. So even though the rhino isn't available and you could go get the chick right now, it's still a lose. Okay, but now we're getting offered a ride potion and then 2 eggy Easter boxes, and then the boxes are honestly 14,000 each for their own, so they're honestly pretty easy to get. So that's like 28,000, and that's honestly, you get around like 2,000 each game you play, so that's not too much. So this trade is a lose because it's easier to get the stuff they're giving us than for the chick. But the chick is honestly so cute, so I think we should add some petware on it. And I actually have so much, but I don't even know how I have so much money is, but I have a lot, so I'm gonna put one on him, and then the flower eye picture, or does it doesn't look like it. Oh, does it? No, you can still see his eyes, so we're gonna take that out. And then oh no, I didn't mean to put the eye patch. We're gonna put in the gold circle glass. I feel like the gold circle glasses look good on like every pet. And then what is this red heart ribbon? We can probably give him that, or I don't know, because it's too pink. We'll leave it on him. And then I don't have any backpacks, and then we can, oh look, we got a trade. Let's accept it. Let me put the shoes on though. Okay, I'll put it on after. So the chick, let's see what they're giving us. They're giving us, so let me see if I have links. Okay, they're giving us an emu, and then they're giving us an ultra rare and an uncommon. So this trade automatically is a lose because we definitely got offered more, and then those pets that they're giving us are little rarities, so this trade is a lose. But now we're getting offered a rideable diamond unicorn, and the diamond unicorns, they're honestly losing value as every day passes on, so that trade is a lose. But now for our next trade, they're giving us a Fly Ride Lava Dragon, and this is a really good trade, honestly. Like, the trades we've been getting, this is, oh, they took it out and gave us a King Bee. So either or of those pets would be classified as a lose. If they were to give us both of them, then that would be a win, but they're not gonna do that. Okay, so now for our next trade, they are giving us a, let's ride a pool Guardian Line. So the Guardian Line is like a legendary that a lot of people have. They're kind of like one of the common legendaries, so multiple people have them, so this trade is a lose. But now for our very last trade, let's see, we're getting a Fly Ride Phoenix, and Phoenixes came out in the mythical egg, and they're extremely cool when they're neon, and they're a pretty good pet, but they're an okay legendary, so right now the trade is a lose. But that is all we have for now, and the Candy Chicks have a pretty good amount of value added onto them, especially because they just came out, so they're worth a lot, honestly. So I would try to trade for one, and I would also try to trade it so I could get better pets with it, because it's extremely good right now because it just came out. But anyways, all I have for now. If you would like to be part of Team JJ and want free legendary pet giveaways, make sure to like this video, subscribe, join Team JJ and Roblox, and comment your name down below. Bye guys!